We are live, and my hair's messy, but I don't really care tonight. It's this is a big night for me. My better half, well, she's on the go a lot when it comes to like doing like seminars and teaching stuff like that. So the weekend of my birthday, December 31st, sorry, March 31st, she's actually going to be traveling, and I might be traveling with her. So tonight she decided that she's had my presents for a while, and she said, you know, do you want to see your presents? Hey Andy, I got my birthday presents today. I got them early. I got them like 2 weeks early. And hey, Miyaka, happy very early birthday. But so what I'm going to do is, you ready to see this? Because it's some pretty epic stuff. I'm not even no hyperbole. I'll start with the regular stuff. With, I guess we'll cover the regular stuff first. Now each of these things that I'm going to show you eventually will have their own unboxings, and we'll talk about them like separately. But we'll do kind of an overview today. So the first thing that I got for my birthday was the. I think it's epic. You let me know what you think, Andy. Was the Outer Limits Season 1. This is the Blu-ray edition that came out from Kino Lorber. It's really thick. It's a bit of a beast, actually. It's a 7-disc set, all 32 episodes, a bunch of audio commentaries, 40-page booklet, a ton of stuff. If you like this type of show, Outer Limits, it's pretty awesome. And with that, of course, she got me the second and final season of the Outer Limits. This, it only ran 2 seasons in its original run. It's 17 episodes long, so it's definitely shorter than the first season. And you're watching this earlier today. But what's neat about it is they took all the features, like everything that's special features, and put it on to the second set, because they knew when they were doing this, they knew they had all these features. But they didn't have as many episodes for the second set, but still 17 episodes. And put like tons of features on. I mean, like, aside from commentaries, you got promos from what you show on TNT, interviews with just Joseph Stefano, Cliff Robertson, Penn and Teller, host segments that were done, Museum of Television Radio's like interview segment. Hey Corey, dude, I've just started this, and birthday presents. Now these aren't all, trust me. I got some more really, really cool stuff to show you. So I got the first 2 seasons, well, the only 2 seasons of the original Outer Limits series on Blu-ray, Kino Lorber. I'm really excited to check that out. Now, another thing I'm excited to check out is this. This is one I didn't expect. I said, that I was hoping I'd get this one somehow. And this is the second sight edition of When a Stranger Calls. And if you at all like this film and you like slasher cinema, that's definitely one that has to be in your collection. No 2 ways about it. Like, it definitely has to be in there. What does it have? Oh, did you do a stream earlier? I missed out on all this stuff. I was on the road. I was fixing up the Roku today. That's why I didn't see the. Haven't been on YouTube most of the day. So this one has the original film, new remastered edition of the original film. It has the sequel, When a Stranger Calls Back. It has the original, like, short that actually spawned the original When a Stranger Calls, called The Sitter. That's on here as well. It also includes an interview with the composer and an actor, and Rutanya Alda on A Stranger Calls. It also has a original CD soundtrack here, 40-page booklet, reversible poster with artwork. So it's going to be cool to see what that's like. I haven't opened up any of these yet. I'm going to go through these really quickly. I'm probably going to go through these again, because usually when I do this, then other people come on later on. So next up, we have 5 Tall Tales, the Bud Boddicker Randolph Scott set. Now, as you guys know, I'm collecting all of the Inddicator, like especially the Inddicator box sets. I'm super excited about this one. Boddicker did a more mature Western, as opposed to some of the more, kind of like the I guess what we'd call them the horse, you know, the ode operas type thing, back in the day. And Boddicker stuff was, this one is 4006 of 6000. There's only one other Inddicator box set too, actually, for me at this point to get, and that's the Samuel Fuller box set, which also is like an incredible set that I do recommend everybody has. On this set here, we got the Tall T, Decision at Sundown. I think When Stranger Calls is still available. It should be on Amazon UK, I think. Buchanan Rides Alone, Ride Lonesome, Comanche Station. So there's a lot of really cool stuff on this here. And the features I'll go into a little bit later. I'm just going to show the stuff off now, then we can go back and talk about the things, the ones that I got. Next up is the set that I needed. Samuel Fuller at Columbia. I'm a huge Samuel Fuller fan. He was a Hollywood screenwriter that became a director in large part of the frustration of not really being happy with the way they did his screenplays. So this is a huge set, very thick, and it has 7 films on it. We got It Happened in Hollywood, Adventure in Sahara, Power of the Press, Shockproof, and Scandal Sheet, which he wrote, and The Crimson Kimono and Underworld USA, which were his 2 first directorial debut films. So we got this one is 3,235 out of 6,000. Now I have one more to show you. Now the thing about this one, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is one I never saw coming. I didn't bother to ask for it because I did not yet think it would be something that I would be able to get. It's heavy. So the big one for this year, everything here is awesome, amazing, and then we get to this. Yeah, I had no idea B Movie Archive. This is did not think was coming for my birthday this year. I actually, was it yesterday? Probably yesterday. I did a video and I was talking about the fact that I had planned to save up over the summer to buy this. Hey, Fight for Your Life, Andrew. How's it going, man? I was going to save up for the summer to buy this one here because I wanted to like really dive into Bergman. And if you're, I'm guessing you can't actually cool blue. It is incredible. So it has 39 films on here, and we've gotten everything from Crisis in 1946 right up to Saraband, which is 2003. It's too big for a show. I'm blown away. I was speechless. You know, you guys know me. I'm not normally speechless, but this made me speechless. She said my birthday, it was going to be epic, and I was going to be speechless, and she was right. I was. I did not expect this. It has a 248-page book on Bergman. Literally a kind of what looks to be a coffee table size book. And it's you know, there's an insane amount of stuff. We've got like there's so much Bergman that I haven't seen that I'm going to be able to dive into now. And I tried to like make a snapshot, and I probably should have like highlighted the Bergman set. You know, we'll get more people watching that way. But this on the front, that's I'm not sure it was on the I should know. Liv Ullmann, maybe Ingrid Bergman. What film is that from? Like I've seen a lot of like I'm versed a bit in Bergman. Like I've seen a few. Like I've seen Scenes from a Marriage, right? The theatrical cut, but I've never seen the television cut for Scenes from a Marriage. And normally when you think like, you know, theatrical cut and TV cut for a lot of films, you think TV cut is kind of the lesser of the two films. But in this case, it's actually, you know, there's a ton more in like would be put on like in the kind of make a mini series style version. You know, they can run like 3, 4 to 5 hours when it comes to that. Same with Fanny and Alexander. Let's see the names of these. Hey, what? I'll read it the names here. Maybe you'll know once I go through. So we got 1946. We got Crisis. Ship to India is 1947. Port of Call is 48. Thirst is 49. It's Braxton. I don't think it's Bergman. To Joy is 1950. Summer Interlude, I remember that one, is 1951. Waiting Women is 52. Summer with Monica is one of the first Bergman I saw. It's one of the most successful Bergmans as well. That was done in 1953. Sawdust and Tinsel is also in 53. A Lesson in Love is 54. Dreams, 1955. Smiles of a Summer Night is 1955 as well. The Seventh Seal, that's probably one that a lot of people have seen. And when you're talking about Bergman, Seventh Seal is one of the biggies. It is definitely the best release in Criterion history. The only thing that Criterion can do now to top this release, or like to go on even keel with this release, in my opinion, is to put out a set like this dealing with Akira Kurosawa. Because that's the next step. That's what I think the next step is. Put out a Kurosawa set like this. That would, you know, my money would be there too. Yeah, it's big. It's bigger than my Herschel Gordon Lewis set. We got Wild Strawberries from 1957, Brink of Life of 1958, The Magician, that's a really good one, 1958. The Virgin Spring, 1960. Horror fans should definitely, if you haven't checked out The Virgin Spring, you know, Last House on the Left kind of came from there, so you might want to give that one a watch if you're kind of a horror fan. You haven't really watched any Bergman set. Although the Zadichi set is gorgeous. That's over there. I think you can see the corner of it right there behind me. You're watching The Brink of Light this afternoon? Oh, man, I am super stoked about this. I'm so excited. The Devil's Eye, 1960, Through Glass Darkly in 61, Winter Light, 63, and The Silent, 63. All These Women, 1964. Persona is 64. And that's another one that I really want to like get into again, because I really used to like Persona. Howard Wolf is 68, Shame is 68, The Right 69, The Passion of Anna is 69, Pharaoh Document is 1970, The Touch is 71, Cries and Whispers 1972, Scenes from Marriage, theatrical version and U.S. television version, and then U.S. theatrical version. Then there's The Magic Flute 1975. Oh, well, my better half. These are my birthday gifts. She gave them to me like 2 weeks early, because we're going to be out of town on my birthday. And this, Brian, this I did not expect to get. I'll actually show you guys what else I got there in a second. Again, just in case for people that came in late. The Magic Flute, The Serpent's Egg, Autumn Sonata, Pharaoh Document, From the Diaries, from the Life of the Marionettes, Fanny and Alexander, theatrical version, television version, After the Rehearsal, and of course, Sarabande. And oh my God, this is so heavy. 11 introductions by Bergman, 6 audio commentaries, over 5 hours of interviews with Ingmar Bergman. Interviews with his collaborators, from B.B. Anderson to Ingrid Bergman to, you know, of course, Liv Ullmann. Documentaries on Autumn Sonata, Fanny and Alexander, The Magic Flute, Serpent's Egg, The Touch, Winter's Light. Max von Sydow interviews. Daniel and Karen's Face, 2 rarely seen documentary shorts. I actually expect... this is... It's insane, Brian. This is a cinephile's dream. And like full-length documentaries. Bergman's Island's on here. About My Film Was My Mistress. La Terna Magica. Living in Ingmar. It's incredible. And so for the guys that just came in, the Bergman set was definitely the biggie. I also got the needed Inddicator sets that I have now. Samuel Fuller at Columbia, which, how many of them has been made? I don't know, actually. That's a good question, Cool Blue. With the Bergman set, I know it's limited, but I'm not quite sure like what the limit is on those. And I love the way this is done. The 5 Tall Tales, the Bud Boddicker and Randolph Scott set. The Fuller set is really, really good. If you've been looking into getting it, it's insane what's on that. See, I don't have any Criterion Samuel Fuller. I actually got to look into that. I've seen the films. I know the ones you got because I know the Criterion lineup, and they're really, really good. This is kind of like, if you like Fuller, this is, you know, this is the start. This is like what I would call the evolution of Fuller as an artist. You see him start like, you know, his screenwriting to his direction, and you see how other people work with Samuel Fuller's scripts, and you see how Samuel Fuller works with his own scripts once he gets to be able to direct them on his own. I also got for my birthday the 2 seasons on Blu-ray of Outer Limits. Really excited about these. Incredible stuff on here. And last but definitely not least, I got the I think it's limited edition. The Second Sight. Yeah, is it Pierre? Hey, Torture Vision. When a Stranger Calls. So it's an epic birthday. I'm not gonna lie. It's not my birthday. My birthday is at the end of the month. You gotta have on your good art set. And I don't even know where to start. I mean, to be completely honest with you, that was my wish list, and with Bergman, it was beyond my wish list. The stuff that to save for that I didn't think I was going to get. Thank you, Corey. It's a. Oh yeah, I mean, like this has. I've never seen The Sitter, like the actual short film. This was like the films were based on. Hey, Peter. But to put them all in here so you guys can see them. This year's birthday haul. Oh, my birthday, Carlos, is not to the 31st. But where we're going out of town at the end of the month, and things are going to be busy the next week or so with my better half. She's got a lot of work that she's going to be doing. We decided to do it now. See, that's the thing, Cubic Lover. I don't have any Bergman. I just have Magic Flute on VHS. That's it. That's the only Bergman I got in my entire collection. I've always wanted to pick them up, and I'd get them, put them into my cart during the Barnes & Noble sales. And so I always like, yeah, I'm going to get it, but I'll get it next time. And I'm kind of glad I did now, because it's pretty, I guess, well, yeah, I did actually. It's kind of cool. I actually mentioned the Anaconda movies there last night. I'm not sure if you were there for that. Because some people were upset about the Anaconda movie set. Have I seen Shame? Bergman can be depressing. Actually, I don't remember it. I think I did, but a long, long time ago. So a lot of this, you know, aside from ones that I really, really remember, you know, stuff like the Virgin Springs, stuff like that. You know, a lot of these are going to be like seeing them for the first time. So, you want to open the set? You want to look into the Bergman? Let's do that. This is the one I'll open now, and I'll get more into it, like Shame during last week's Criterion Flash sale. I kind of wonder if maybe she got mine during the sale, but knowing her, she probably waited. All right, so let's look at the book first. Oh my God. I gotta watch it again, and it depends on which version, Fan Alexander. Do you mean like theatrical or the TV? Because I think it's very different. So this is, yeah. the book. I've seen books in sets before, but nothing like this. This here, I'm pretty sure that's from Persona. I think it all depends really on which ones hit you. Hey Brian, you just came in. This is wow. In the back of it, there's honestly, guys, I'm kind of at a loss for words here. But the book, my better half does rule. Is insanely. See what we got here. It lists every film by title, goes through the centerpiece. I love the fact that it does this like it does this one here like a, what do you call it? Like a film festival. Like if you're going to watch a Bergman Film Festival. Ingmar Bergman's Cinema. Now Brian, now I have all of the Inddicator sets that are out. I like the fact that it actually tells you what's on there. So like Scenes from Marriage, the television version runs 297 minutes. Whereas the theatrical version runs 169. And these are broken up into like into festivals. So I might actually, that's kind of what I want to kind of do with some of my friends. She is amazing. I'm a lucky guy. Oh, this comes off. I gotta keep that. Put it inside, I guess. So I just noticed that the Bergman set, the thing on the back of it, was actually only held there by static electricity. And this is the actual back of the Bergman set. This is going to go inside the Bergman set now, so that I don't lose it. I'm actually really excited to dive into this one as well. I really don't know what to dive into first. Bergman's a journey. So you're doing it chronologically? I wonder which way to go. Like, the curation is a neat idea. Chronologically, we can see the progression of Bergman over the years. It does, unfortunately, the Kurosawa one that was done a few years back, that was like back in the DVD times. So it wasn't like a Blu-ray one. It was all like a DVD, and it was in kind of a box, kind of like the Disney 25 box, if you've ever seen that one. I think so, Disney 25. Oh, not my birthday yet. Thanks, Jay. So my birthday is actually in 2 weeks, but I just better half gave me my presents early. So I'm going to be doing like openings of these basically now, but I'm going to be doing some like unboxings, official unboxings, kind of with their own videos later on. So hey Darren, welcome. And you're right, it actually is. It freaked me out back in the day. I would have to buy it. Like if it's anything like this, that book alone. Even if I would have had like half those Bergman, when I opened that book up, it was literally in love. So, much like the Severin, it has this sexy, when a stranger calls black box. Okay, so we got When a Stranger Calls, and we got the soundtrack here as well. Have you checked the children? Some other top Criterion recommendations. Actually, I'm going to do a Criterion video really soon. So I might leave it for that. But definitely that. If you're talking about like the box sets and stuff like that, like ones that I don't have, I would recommend the BBS set. One that I need to get myself, actually. That's a really good one. The Jacques Demy set, if you're into like French cinema, especially if you like stuff like that style, I really do. And the Tati set, which I don't have yet. I do have a Tati set, but it's only on a DVD one. So this is the book that goes with. I'm going to check, make sure there's nothing objectionable in there. Let's see who did the writing on this. So got a few Kevin Lyons. So the making of When a Stranger Calls, the rise and fall and rise of the slasher film. Have you checked the children? Hanging on the telephone. When the Skid Row stabber called, the stranger calls again. An acknowledgement. So this picture of a young Carol Kane there, who, if you watch the series Gotham, she played Penguin's mom in the series Gotham in the first couple seasons of that. It'll look glorious, man. I'm really looking forward to that Dawn of the Dead set and the Martin one as well. Jace is right on every single count. Those are fantastic films. Night the Hunter is one of my dad's favorite movies of all time, and one of mine as well. Charles Lawton is incredible in that. There's a very young Charles Durning right there. And this is from When a Stranger Calls. Back. Did you really? It's in the Bergman book. That's why I try to be really careful now. And this, my friends, is the poster. So, just to let you know, Brian, I did my second viewing of Wacko last night. And I got a greater appreciation for the film doing the second one. This is the classic poster that most people are familiar with, if you know, from back in the day. And I'm guessing some guys here have this. I'm guessing Brian, you got this. Well, Brian Sauer has this one from Just to This podcast. I'm pretty sure you did, all right? It's this is the back, by the way, just so you can see the back of it as well. Incredible. This is incredible. Trying to get this all in here so it doesn't like nothing wrinkles or thank you. My birthday's in 2 weeks, on 31st, but thank you so much. So there we go. So let's get on with the next one. And I'm very excited. Static. They were twin. Oh, I so wish. So this is the Outer Limits set. So open it up. Here, this is the season 1 booklet. And oh, nice. So it actually has like pictures and like, kind of like air dates and stuff on here. You know, cast. I love this show. Now the neat thing is this is not a small Blu-ray set. Okay. I knew I wanted came out a bit. So gotta get this in there right. Got to be careful with the discs. This is a 7-disc set. So With the outer limit set, you don't have to worry about any compression or anything like that. The set is huge. It's incredible, and it's recommended. Anybody that likes the classic era of television, likes horror, you kind of like horror, science fiction. This is a must for your collection. This one is, I'll let you guys know, it is a Region A set. One thing that was neat about the Bergman set, by the way, guys, the Bergman set is region free. It was amazingly impressive, and especially if have you seen like the Canadian remake that came out in the 90s, 2000s era? This is way better than that. But and I did like that one. Outer Limits, definitely one to check out. Now, if you get one, you got to get them both. There's some great like episodes, especially the second season has some really great episodes too. Some of the best ones actually. Twilight Zone's amazing TV. Oh, definitely, man. Like, there's a lot of good stuff on here. I think this one has the glass hand. Well, this one has all the features. So if the first set has mostly commentaries, but the second set is feature loaded. So this one opens up here. You can see the booklet is right in the middle. Invisible Enemy, Demon with the Glass Hand, of course, which many people know from not really, Mr. Watson, unless you want to, you consider like maybe Stranger Calls. I got Bergman. I got the Bergman set. It's that my birthday is on March 31st, and we're going out of town, so we did the birthday thing early. This has the original iRobot, so Demon with the Glass Hand is usually talked about when they're talking about movies like Terminator. Google it; it's actually a really interesting story. But again, this has some great stuff on it. Some like commentaries and stuff here from like David Shaw, Tim Lucas, Craig Beam. I actually really liked Hammer House Horror. The Aries Boys, right on. And this one is a 4-disc set. Thanks, Corey. I'm kind of blown away right now. Trying to get things back in so I can actually. I want to dive into that Bergman set again, but I want to look through everything here. It's a film. Honestly, the TV version of this, much better, but it's a Hollywood film. It's certain aspects to it I liked, certain aspects to it. Talk to you later, Corey. Have a great evening there, man. So next up is this one. So let's check out this. I love Inddicator stuff. You guys know I'm a huge fan of like Inddicator. This one Jace should like. Yeah, Jace probably. I knew you would have this one, man. So what's your number, Jace? 4006. So the first one here we got is the Tall T with Richard Boone and of course Randolph Scott. Okay, so nice. This was when they did the Blu-ray DVD combos. Inddicator doesn't normally do that anymore. This is the later one. I'm surprised. So is this 2 movies? Oh yeah, so this is the Tall T and Decision at Sundown on this one here. You can actually switch it around. So this is the Tall T on this side. And I'll just slip it out here so you guys can see it. Decision at Sundown, right here. Paul T's your favorite out of all of them? I will let you know when I get them watched which one mine is, because it's been a while. Next up is Buchanan Rides Alone and Ride Lonesome. Again, amazing stuff. I kind of like this. I'm a huge Max von Sydow fan. I can watch anything that he does. See, Ride Lonesome. Ride Lonesome is one that I do remember. That I was really liking. There's a lot of features on these, by the way. So this one's got the John Player lecture. I love the lectures. So it's got the lecture that runs 74 minutes long. I had to check on this one as well. This one has an interview. Oh, great. It's got the Guardian interview with Elmer Leonard. And that runs 78 minutes long as well. Man, my God, they really... Yeah, thanks. It's not quite my birthday yet. Thank you so much, and I know it's confusing, but my better half gave my birthday gifts like a couple weeks early. Your favorite set from last year? Which one is the... This one is Comanche Station. Comanche Station gets its own disc. Like, it doesn't have to share with the other one. Again, a Super 8 version of Comanche Station. Just some different, like, short appreciations on here and stuff as well. There's actually a trailer commentary. And now let's look at the booklet. Oh, your Botox was your favorite release from last year? You know what my favorite release was? I spoke about it on here, actually. So this is the... with a lot of really cool reading on here. I love the colorfulness of this. Ever notice in the UK, the box sets and stuff, like, it's just way more colorful. Like, even if you get like the BFI, like Eureka releases, you get a bunch from there. They're all like super colorful. This isn't sundown. Hey, my better half gave me my birthday presents 2 weeks early, and I opened them, and I'm blown away. So, and I will show them again a little bit. So there's a lot of stuff on here, a lot of writing, a lot of reading stuff to do. We got a Pamela Hutchinson essay, a Glenn Kenny essay, one by Neil Sinyard, one by James Oliver, and one by Farron Smith Nemi. Interview with Burt Kennedy, interview with Bud Boddicker, a transoceanic interview, Bud Boddicker response to Bertrand Tavernier. Once I watched the complete Sartana. So I got two now to watch, dude. I got like this one and the Sartana one. And then I shall be ready. I will be ready to go full Western on you. Miller's Crossing. I love Miller's Crossing, actually. It's a great Coen Brothers film. I'm kind of glad they're slowed down because this has enabled me to catch up. I'm very excited about this one. And was it on Just the Discs or Pure Cinema, Brian, that just mentioned this one? Oh, I know it was on one of them. If you're a fan of stuff like Bud Boddicker and Samuel Fuller and Ingmar Bergman, then if you haven't been listening to Brian Sayers' podcasts on Just the Discs and Pure Cinema, then definitely do so, because he talks about a lot of this stuff. And in a lot of cases, those podcasts are the things that will help me, or my better half, actually decide which one that we want to what we want to get. I really like this. I like this here, by the way. See this? So, we got 300. So it happened in Hollywood, Adventure in Sahara, and Power of the Press. It's a really different, like, type one. Now, I won't go into like the backs really, because really for most of them, like, this is like what it is. Basically, it has it done here like this. And each one of these, you know, these sets they have, as you can see, it's region free. Man, VHS collector in Sweden is up. Actually, that sounds interesting. I do need to see it. Just so you know, the reason I'm going through these like fairly quickly is because each of these sets, they're all worthy of their own videos. So I will be doing videos on each of these as I look into them more. And we can actually talk about them more and go, like, Outer Limits can definitely, the Boddicker set, any of those can have their own videos alone. Just the writing, the work that they put into. I like the Boddicker set the way that the book is done, but I kind of wish that they had these. I really like their booklets. I'm full. He worked in. He did. After this, I think I have to give her more attention, don't I? Because that's it. She'll. Wow. Okay, so this is Shockproof and Scandal Sheet. I actually like Scandal Sheet a lot. So again, there's the booklet in here as well. Sorry guys, I'm kind of speechless on all this stuff. Say she's one of a kind. This is the Crimson Kimono. And this one actually is written, directed, and produced by Samuel Fuller. It's the one, I guess in a way, was one of the ones that was a bit controversial on its day. Definitely one to look into. I love this cover. Oh, nice. So look at this, guys. I'm definitely lucky. Crimson Kimono, really good movie. If you haven't seen Crimson Kimono, I actually really recommend it. We do actually. We do have Amazon Prime, which is the inside cover is better. I like it better too. I'm gonna switch around afterwards. And last but not least is Onward USA, also done by Samuel Fuller. Ah, bloody hell. Can't have those things falling now. So this is the inside cover for Underworld USA. Very similar to that, eh? Just a bit more free flow. 40 Guns, Samuel Fuller. That's the Criterion, but it looks amazing. Cliff Robertson. I wonder if... I don't really get to watch like Netflix or I don't watch Netflix a lot. I watch like some of the original shows, and like Shudder. I do like Shudder, but as you can probably tell, I do have a lot of like physical media. So I'll try like every once in a while to watch like something streaming if like there's a new show out or something like that I'll kind of binge. Most of my movies I watch here, like every once in a while I'll put something on Amazon Prime or Roku, but usually then I gotta go out and buy it. But yeah. Completely blown away this year, guys. I'm not gonna lie, from everything from Boddicker to Fuller to Bergman That's my, anytime people say, you know, well, I'm not sure about collecting physical media. I'm not sure if physical media is the way to go. And you look at and you see things like this and with the poster and the artwork that's in there, or you look at something that's a beast like this here, and you realize for a collector, for like a real like film, like a cinephile, exactly, this you can't beat this. Can you imagine like somebody saying, like here's my, let me show you my movie collection, and then seeing them like open up their phone and go to their iTunes or something like that. Yeah, if you ever wanted to see something like for, like the physical, you know, an argument for physical media, guys, like nothing. As a collector, nothing beats holding this set. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, just standing in the movie rooms, it's a happy time. And yeah, yeah, Samsung stopped making Blu-ray players, 4K players, you know, media players in general. They're just not going that direction. That, you know, that's not. I don't see that as a sign, except for like Samsung's not doing it anymore. This is heavy, guys. I'm not lying. Like Brian knows. Anybody that's got this set knows this is actually super heavy. I don't know what to watch first. I really don't. I really don't. Yeah, I'm blown away, Film Schlock. I got the Ingmar Bergman Cinema, which, well, unfortunately, I don't have, well, there's this house that I live in, but I got like, my house is in Morocco. Actually, I'm thinking of doing, if you guys would be kind of interested in this, I'm going to be doing a video on collecting for other regions, where I'm going to look into the different like film regions, like film companies from like region 2, and look at like different stuff like region free collecting. So that's an upcoming video, by the way, guys. And for people that just came in, so quickly, Bergman Cinema, the limited edition When a Stranger Calls set from Second Sight. By the way, guys, if you don't have this one, really, I'm not sure how many or how long this set is out, but grab it. It's really, really good. Season 1 and 2 of The Outer Limits. I actually haven't got anything from Hong Kong, but on my last trip to the Scarlet Box set, I got the Scarlet Box set. It's actually neat. Region B or region free. So you're more of a UK style person, or the Fuller set, Samuel Fuller at Columbia, and the Boddicker Randolph Scott set. Actually, I've thought about that, like doing a movie commentary video, but I really don't know. Some of those are kind of harder to do. Not in that they're harder to do as in a commentary type thing. One of my dreams is actually being asked to do a commentary. But I'm not sure the legality bit, like watching a film and like doing like commentary wise. I know that a couple of YouTubers that I actually liked, that I watched, they did a couple of those, but they kind of got in trouble. Like the video got taken down, you know, copyright issues and stuff like that. I've always dreamed of like doing a commentary. That's been like always been a big thing when it comes to me. That set is heavy. So guys, in your opinion, what does anybody here have the Ingmar Bergman set? I know Brian's got it. Do a group watch, but don't show the screen. That's an idea, actually. Or folks, or to do like a quick roll call here. So Wolf has the Ingmar Bergman set. So who grabbed the Inddicator sets that came out there on a public domain movie? Yeah, I actually that is not a bad idea. So Peter has the commentary with one of Roger Corman's. Oh yeah, because you could do that one. You could do it in a podcast format. That's actually not a bad idea. I do want to do some commentaries on some certain films. I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I do find that actually recently for the Just of This, when I'm talking to Brian and we're doing the Just of This episodes. When I watch the movie and the features, and I'll usually watch the movie like 2 to 3 times when I'm watching it. So there's like massive amounts of like mental note taking. I should take actual notes. That's what I need to do. Start taking notes. I kind of first got to watching Splatter University, and I ended up taking like a lot of notes because there was just a lot of weirdness there. So you think they'll ever put the book on its own? That's the first. Christ, are you watching them in chronological order, or are you watching them in the curated like movie marathon order? I did in Cool Blue. I wish I had. Such a nice one too, and they put out a nice steelbook of it. I did see it at a store, but it was like a rental copy. They weren't selling it. But the cool thing is though the features. Like when it comes to those, you like the features on those. I got the Fuller set, but it's the features that are on the Fuller set that Inddicator. It's not even comparable. Yeah, it was a rights issue, unfortunately, which is a shame because I think I will say this that it's you're watching Criterion. Somebody else here is watching it in like and maybe Wolf actually is watching it in chronological order. I don't know which way to go with it. But yeah, so Arrow had the definitive edition of Django put out. Definitely the definitive edition, way better than what Blue Underground has out there. It makes me think that Blue Underground may be revisiting Django in the near future. Maybe after they finish off their horror lenticulars that they're doing now. There's just a gorgeousness to this. I'm probably going to read some of this tonight. You go chronologically. So the way that they did it, let's see I want to see if they show the curation here in the. Is that they put them in a certain way, like chronologically would be your vote? The Steelbook's the one that I saw, Cool Blue. I've never seen like the other one, so I like the Steelbook one up in Toronto actually. See, it's got a chronological guide to the films there, as well. I'm sorry, it's actually this. If you're a Bergman fan, I'm not sure if this book's sold on its own, or if it's exclusive to the set. I think if I'm correct, it's exclusive to the set. If anybody knows for sure, you can definitely let me know. But I think this book is exclusive to the Criterion set, and I'm not gonna lie, it's insanely awesome. Definitely one to get. I could do a stream on the book alone. Actually, I probably could, and I more than likely I probably will. I'm gonna definitely do a Bergman stream. When I started doing videos about Criterion, when I first started like talking about Criterion as a company, I called them a film school in a box. That was my my go-to description of Criterion, and that's definitely is what I still say to this day. Literally a film school in a box. That yeah. Anything that comes out with a book like that, I'm from here on out, I'm going to grab it. On eBay. Is it expensive on eBay though? eBay tends to be one of those places where they inflate the prices a lot. I don't like that. But yeah, no, if you're on the fence and you got the bones to grab the Bergman set, it's something that you're looking into. It's worth it. The way that it's set up, the new restorations of some of the films, some of them being on Blu-ray for the first time, the book alone for me makes it worth it. Yeah. Okay. But I just have to decide. Yeah, don't get me started on scalpers. I'm not a fan. Really not a fan of scalpers when it comes to, because it bugs me. I know, you know, some people say, well, people make money and stuff like that. But I guess it's like anything. When start with Samuel Fuller set, I don't know where to start. I really don't. I might start with, honestly, I might start with When a Stranger Calls, just because it's not as overwhelming as everything else. I didn't actually. I would love to have that. My dad has it. He's got the Frankenstein the Monster from Ella. I hear it's a great set. And all the studio canals apparently are fantastic. I don't have any of those as well. But yeah, when it comes to scalpers, the thing that bothers me is they say, well, you know, well, I'm just going to buy some extras to make money. If you're scalping the stuff, I don't see you as being like a lover of movies, of cinema. You're making a buck, and we're not working on the same. We're definitely not on the same plane of thought. Me and like a scalper. Nope. No way in hell. This baby is staying with me. The Berg Marathon, months and months. It's got the Schindler's List box set from everything. Oh. You haven't seen before? It's a good film. I do have the 50 Years of James Bond set, actually. The Bond 50, it's up there. This one of my, much like JC, I actually, the video I was going to make today, and I'm not going to, I'll be honest with you, before this happened, is I'm eventually going to do, Jace, you're going to like this, I'll look at each of the Bond actors and their time in the film. Like, each one gets their own video. And I want to start with Brosnan. And there's a reason for that. Because of all the ones that I think get a bit maligned and really need to be talked over, it's the Brosnan era. And when I get to that video, I will definitely be. It'll be a good video, trust me, because I got a lot of different things to say on some of the films. I mean, Jace did like a stream, a Bond stream, which Jace was incredible in, actually. I'm still holding this, by the way. I just like. It's one of those cinephile things. You get something like this, and you're like, I'm not putting this down. It's like a kid with your first with a new toy, type of thing. Except it's a toy that costs a fortune. Hey, Sasha. I know you got it right. You won't run away. I don't trust it, man. I don't trust it. I'm watching them all. Everything from the Boddicker set to the Bergman. Oh, not my birthday yet, but thank you. It's kind of neat because actually, Satellite Shot sent me a bunch of the Slasher Studios movies actually for my birthday, and you know I did unbox them here, and great guy and really nice of him to get those out to me. Don't remember that I'd catch them, and then my better half gave me these here, and I know my mom is giving me some. She's e-transferring me some money for my birthday, so I'll be buying something to open up on my birthday, like when I get home, basically the day before, the day after. So that's probably going to be either a Criterion or maybe a Scream Factory. I do want to get Valentine. That's you know, because I collect slasher movies too. It is an amazing set, isn't it? Isn't the book incredible in that set? I can't get over the book. Like, the set's amazing. I just can't get over the book in the Bergman set. It's insane. And Sasha, I'm going to guess, and I'm probably rightfully so, you got this, right? If you don't get it, this is awesome. Is it? So, I'm going to just look on my phone here just to see. I apologize if it's sold out. I really didn't know. I know it was kind of limited, but I didn't know if it was like it had been sold out yet or not. Oh, wow. We didn't get no gift certificate. Let's see. Oh, it is. Yeah, it must be. So I'm looking here on, just to let you guys know, on the When a Stranger Calls one here from on Amazon.co.uk, and it looks like it may be sold out, or at least temporarily, because the when it shows it, it says new and used too, basically from sellers, and the lowest price one there is around $49.99. That's in pounds. Just to let you know if you're looking into that set. So if you can find it anywhere, congratulations. I have no idea how big that is when you reach that the 100. I remember when I got to 50 subs, and I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think there's any time more exciting for me than when I reached the 50 and then the 100, because it's incredible, and honestly, it shows like in the passion and dedication of what you do. Yes, feel free. As I always say this, because when Sculder is in there, I know he does this because he uses Twitter a lot. Feel free to tweet my video. I much appreciate that. Brian does it too, from Just to Disc, and I super appreciate it. I'm always really excited when I go on Twitter and I see somebody's tweeted at my video. I'm like a little kid. I'm like, somebody noticed me. That's nice. And I gotta say, there's been like decent traffic here tonight, surprisingly. Some people are fairly quiet, and if you're new into the movie club, you're coming for the first time, say hi. Oh, you got two. I will. Yeah, it always does, man. It always helps. I'll see people come on here with that. Yeah, show some Aussies our Bond video. Link my channel to them. Tell them they gotta watch some of the. Even though I don't come off as good as you with the Bond video, because you know your stuff, man. You really know your stuff. I'm like, no word of a lie. You were super impressive in that Bond video. I love the back illustration for When a Stranger Calls. I'm kind of like stuck at the kind of around the 1800 mark with subscribers right now, and that may seem like a bit, but I've been stuck at around this run for a while. So sometimes I wonder, like, is it like, some people are seeing my things, but it's not, the subscriber base isn't going up from what it was. So I wonder if I do something wrong with it. I'm trying hard. I gotta find my Western hat. Or I'll get a Dollarama. I'll get a new one, just get one of those, like, I look good in a cowboy hat. Actually, yeah, it does. It does have very no Irish artwork. I gotta. Wow. Yeah, guys. Speechless for once. That's why I'm glad you guys are talking, because I'm still fairly speechless. I've gotten all the. If you look behind me, you can see the indicator sets right along there. And now I got all the indicator sets. Gotta like what you gotta get culture. You just gotta like just go into different westerns. Like try the bot. If you're not, try the Boddicker westerns. They're more mature westerns. And like if you're not into spaghetti westerns, try this one first. It's about quality. That's true. And you guys are quality. I'm just I'm just a guy. I'm just a face in front of the camera. You guys make it awesome. Actually, an epic scene. I do love the fact that the indicator ones are like you kind of like the Severins when they put out those Soledad Miranda sets, like Jess Franco sets, that you get like this unadulterated artwork on here with nothing like kind of. So if you've never picked up an indicator set, definitely. They do a lot of great stuff, from Hammer to, they run the gamut, to Westerns. So they recently sold out on a couple of their limited editions. Bunny Lake is missing. If you don't have that indicator one, I don't have it. It's actually, if it's not sold out, it's getting really close to being sold out. Because just to let you know, Blue Collar is one I don't have, and that's one that I really want. Sasha, that's an amazing one. Hey, Mark, how's it going? You are, yes, you are high quality. But I think this one here, this fuller set, maybe definitely like the Hammer sets. It's a thicker set, like the Boddicker set was done on like. Did you listen to the commentary on Blue Collar? There's supposed to be a commentary. It's like almost like a from Paul Schrader, almost like a kind of a film school, like a lesson, which is on the Blue Collar one. I really want that. That's I study film, and for that reason, I definitely really want that. Snake Pit. Love Soldier. Love Soldier. Soldier Blue. Soldier Blue. Actually, I think it was my dad that told me about Soldier Blue first, like the first time before I saw it. I still don't know where to start, guys. I go back and forth between curating and chronological. Affliction. It sounds familiar, but I don't remember. I'm a huge Paul Schrader fan. Like a kid in a candy store. I definitely am. I think my better half got a kick out of watching me open my presents. When a Stranger Calls is really good, but it's not like the. Oh, thank you, Mark. My birthday's like March 31st, but she gave it to me early. So When Stranger Calls, not one of the sleazier ones. It's actually deals more with suspense. It's more of like a thriller. So you won't see like much blood, or you won't see any nudity. I don't think, as far as I can remember, actually, anyway. In A Stranger Calls, or When a Stranger Calls Back, which is a sequel. Definitely, Jay. Psychological horror thriller. They're fantastic films. Yeah, but the original When a Stranger Calls, especially, is definitely a slow burn with more of a character study. And it's definitely very suspenseful. The first 15-20 minutes of When a Stranger Calls is extremely suspenseful. Then it becomes more of a character study about the killer. And it's cool, man. It's good. And it gets good again at the end. I was scared with both hands. Yeah, it does have Hitchcockian type feel to it. Now, the guy that did it, Fred Walton, is it Walton? I think it's Walton, made a sequel, like a straight-to-TV sequel, like cable TV, called When a Stranger Calls Back, which had Joe Sholin in it as well, along with the original cast. But Joe Sholin, you've probably seen in like Popcorn or The Stepfather, stuff like that. She stars in this one. And I really do like the sequel. It's one of the few times when I think the sequel stands on kind of toe-to-toe with the original film. And that's not a small feat to do for any film to do, especially when a Stranger Calls was such an iconic film. But it really feels like, unlike with some sequels, I didn't watch The Babysitter yet. I haven't watched any of it yet. Right? I just literally opened them there. But the sequel kind of like it stands there. Basically, you see the director. You really do see the progression of the director, as in like, okay, this worked in the previous film. With the sequel, I kind of want to, I want to be able to go forward and make it like, it's going to be similar, but I want to like correct the mistakes that I made in the original film, and I think he kind of does that with When a Stranger Calls Back, in my opinion, anyway. So if that helps at all. So not sleazy, but a really good like thriller. Somebody picked up, I think Brian from Kubrick there picked up Notorious, which is really, really good. My favorite Hitchcock is still Shadow of a Doubt. Joseph Cotten, Teresa Wright, McDonald Carey, fantastic film. It is actually, Warlock, you're exactly right. This is the first time that the sequel has been put onto Blu-ray. I know that Scream Factory is doing the original one. Actually, it didn't really take a lot from Black Christmas, as much as I want to say that it did. When a Stranger Calls, originally, considering when the film actually came out, I think that they may have been aware of one another, but not. I don't think one kind of like either one of them took from the other. It's just the story of the babysitter and the phone call is an urban legend that's pretty much been passed down for a long time. But these were just the first film the first films that really kind of took that and actually did it in a cinematic way. Shadow of a Doubt is also Hitchcock's personal favorite. It came at a hard time for Hitchcock too, because his mother, I think his mother passed away during the making of Shadow of a Doubt. Shadow of a Doubt really deals with like a kind of a smaller town. It's really, really well done. And as somebody that grew up for a large portion of my time in a smaller area, then the people and the tropes, the characters, I especially really love the like Hume Cronin and the dad, the guy that plays the dad too. I can't remember his name right now, but they're always trying to talking about the perfect murder and how that would go, how that would happen. It's just Hitch's black humor at its very, very best. Frenzy's fantastic. Actually, I was going to mention that, because the thing is that when you think of that, the neighbors, that do the that are always talked about like the perfect murder, it does kind of have a parallel to the detective and his wife in the movie Frenzy. That's what I always think of when I think about that. Oh, thanks, Darren. Thanks for coming in. Have a great evening. Enjoy your weekend there, and I'm hoping to have a stream maybe tomorrow night as well. I'll end this one up fairly soon. I don't want people to get too bored before I go. But enjoy your weekend. If you get the chance, definitely come in here. And if I'm doing a stream, make sure you come in. And let people know. Share, like. Definitely hit the like button. I really appreciate when people do that. I haven't seen Marnie in years. Marnie's one that I really... Lovely. That I really got to rewatch. But I actually didn't really remember, like, I didn't hate Marnie. I know it's one of the lesser, like, was considered one of the lesser ones. Like, Marnie and Torn Curtain, honestly, I don't remember really well. But that's like Family Plot. I can kind of remember Family Plot. And I got the Hitchcock set over there. You never cared for Friends? I'd say give Friends a rewatch, like, in the way that's, it was really like out there for its time. And Friends is more of like, I think more of what Hitchcock would have wanted to do going forward. He had a fascination with like, with sexuality, so the psychology behind sexuality, and different like sexual like quirks and kinks and all that type of stuff. But he never really got to explore it as much as he really wanted to. Frenzy is probably one of the ones where Hitchcock actually becomes more like, the thing is, it is departure from his usual style, but the thing is, it's probably closer to the later stuff that Hitch would want to make, as opposed to some stuff that he may have made. It definitely deals a lot with his interests in like in the psychology of sexuality, and the kind of the darker nature of humanity, which he deals with a lot throughout his films. And blondes. Fascinated with torturing blondes. Yeah, he was not always the nicest guy on a set, but you know, that was Hitch. Once the movie, like some directors, basically by the time the movie, you know, it's time to start filming, that he's already done the process with the behind the, you know, with the film. So you get a little bit bored because you've gone through the script, you've got your shots done, you storyboard, you've cast it. The actual making of the film itself tends to be like the part where where a lot of film directors get kind of mad because they've already gone through all the motions. Now it's just getting the film down correctly. A lot of directors actually think, a lot of the bigger directors, especially people like Kubrick and Hitchcock, always find the preparation for the film better than the shooting of the film itself. And I can kind of see that. I think I would be that way, unfortunately, if I was making films, in that the actual preparation, the prep work, is the most exciting part of like of the journey, like getting there. Frenzy is definitely like the closest that Hitchcock ever came to doing something giallo-esque. See, I even forgot that Topaz was the thing. Woof. That's how little I remember Topaz. So there's a few in the Hitchcock ones that I really have to have I seen? Yes. Yes, I have. If it's cheesy and Italian film schlock, 9 chances out of 10, I saw it. Because I've got like I've got a thing for like Italian cinema. Well, but as you can see from the stuff that I get from like Z grade slasher films to Italian like kind of stuff to just like to Bergman to Fuller, I kind of like a little bit of it all. How did I find the doc? Actually, the movie, I mean, with Hopkins, I think was a good film. Actually, I liked it. My favorite thing, though, I read like I think it was Donald Spoto did a book on Hitchcock that I really really liked when I was growing up. I used to read a lot. If you've never read it, what I'm going to watch after this, I really don't know. The truth of the matter is, I just I kind of want to watch some Bergman, but I kind of want to see The Sitter, the short that came from When a Stranger Calls. So yeah, and 9 chances out of 10, what I'm going to do after this is I'm going to go talk to my better half because yeah, she's awesome, and just sit back for a bit. But since I'm more than likely going off in about a minute or two, for anybody that came in late, this here, and it's I try to keep the vibe chill. And that's the thing. It's a movie club. It's fun. This is a place we want to talk about films and cinema and stuff like that, and just have some fun, because you're watching the news and stuff like that, especially right now. It's a rough time. So this is our safe haven from all that. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. 2 weeks early on the birthday present thing. I will have a couple things to show on my birthday as well. So we'll get to that. And I think with this stream here, we're definitely going to have to do a Hitchcock stream in the near future. So I'm Aaron. I'm blown away. I've got an amazing better half. And you guys, you're the film club. If you guys are coming in here for the first time and you just watched the video and you didn't feel like interacting, welcome to the movie club. Come back again, and you're welcome. And if you want to come in and just like listen, or if you want to come in sometime and just and just comment, commenting here, always welcome, and newcomers are always welcome here in the club too. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great evening. My better half rocks. You guys always rock, and I enjoy like coming in here, just listening to and reading your discussions on here is incredible. You guys make it awesome. Thanks, and have a great evening, guys. I am still 85 minutes, 83 minutes in. Still kind of speechless. Thanks.